everyone, and today we're going to, well, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a spooky autumnal Halloweeny cooking video for you, just to show off. That is the brand new Cosori dual blaze twin fry, and oh my goodness me, have a look in here. 2 lovely big baskets. Now this actually has a 10-litre capacity, so these are both 5 litres each, and you can just take out this divider, which we will have a look at in a minute, and make it one enormous tray. Honestly, it's amazing. It's huge, and for us, a family of 5, it's fantastic. As you can see, the great bit about this machine, 4 elements, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, meaning this bad boy doesn't need to stop, to shake, to turn, to twist, whatever you want to do to it. There's no preheating needed. Honestly, it just makes a busy life, busy family life, just even easier than what they're already making it with their other air fryers. So let's take a little bit of a closer look at this, shall we? Now, as you can see with this, when you unbox it, you have clear instructions telling you that there is additional packaging inside here. So you do need to take the actual drawer out, and there's a piece of cardboard in there, just protecting the bottom elements. It also instructs you how to put the crisper tray in and the divider in. So now I've shown you that. In the box, you also get some handy little tongs. You get your user manual. You get a quick start guide, hints and tips, and just some advice really. It's like your little go-to. In the back of here as well, you have also got a normal troubleshooting page, which are normally really helpful. You also have a little bit of info here on just social media aspects, which are really good to have actually, because if you do have a problem, sometimes that's the easiest way to get hold of companies sometimes. Okay, back to the machine. I have taken out the crisper trays here. Now on the crisper trays, you will see, can you see at the top, there is a number 1. And if you spin it round, there is also a number 2 at the bottom. All that is telling you, this is tray 1, this is tray 2. As you look at it, you need to ensure your numbers are at the top. So number 1 at the top for tray 1. And that is just so these silicone pads are there to protect it. So you tilt it in and then firmly push, and that's it in. Okay, next one, you will see number 2 at the top. 1 is upside down at the bottom. So the top one, again, tilt it so those grooves are in, and that is them in. So you will see every corner that is touching metal. This middle area, you don't need it because they do not touch. And as you will see, the divider does have a protective silicone edge. Literally the divider, can you see here? It's got 2 grooves. Down here, we also have the same grooves. Line it up so it's between the grooves this side, and just push. Now that has created, how clever is that? 2 now separate trays. Amazing. Right, let's get this back in. Okay, let's get the machine turned on. Now you will see zone 1 clearly is that side. Zone 2 is clearly that side. Grand zone is the whole tray. Now I've just clicked grand zone. That means I just get 1 option of temperature, 1 option of timing. So we've got all of these features. There are 7 features in total, which is insane. So we've got air fry, we've got roast, we've got bake, we've got grill, we've got reheat and dry, which is your dehydrating. Where's the 7th? I hear you ask me. Well, the 7th is, if we go to zone 1, is sync and match. Okay, so I may have, I don't know, veggie sausages in there and normal sausages in there. And then I would Click on my zones. I want zones. I would just click a zone, so zone 1 to get the zones up. Then I would press match until it goes red. And then I can sort my temperatures, 185 for 18 minutes. Press play. Both of these now, we still have the luxury of having 2 drawers, but they are both on together. Okay, and like I said, one more time, turn us off, back on, click a zone, and sync. We'll put again both sides on, but you have the luxury of different timings and different temperatures. So again, you would go to your zone 1, and I would like zone 1 on 200 for 15 minutes. But in zone 2, I would like to bake. And baking, I'm going to leave that on 160 for 25 minutes. And then it's simple as you literally press play and they will both come on and they will both finish at the same time, because tray 1 is going to be on hold until this is down to 20 minutes, and then it will come on so they can both finish. Okay, so I want to pause zone 1, for example. So I'm going to press zone 1 and I'm going to pause zone 1. Now, I don't know if you heard, there was a difference in sound there. So this one has stopped cooking. As you can see, paused. This side has continued. It's quite amazing actually. You can hear this side sort of turn off. So that's a really good feature as well. Because you know, sometimes you're getting towards the end and you think, oh, actually my chips are done. So you can turn them off. Obviously they'll stay in there keeping warm while you finish off for the last few minutes, or take them out, whatever you want to do. But yeah, so 7 amazing functions there. I'm just going to turn that off because we don't need that. On top as well, you have got some easy steps as well. Again, with the other air fryers, there is, let's just spin it, obviously the air vents. So they do say keep it a safe distance from any walls. So we're going to put this to the test now. I'm going to do a couple of different recipes. One that we do have most Halloweens, but we're going to put it to the test. The first thing we're going to make is a pumpkin soup. Now, traditionally, I would sometimes just boil up the veg, add some stock, but I'm going to do this in an air fryer. So yeah, that's a bit different. But it's just showing you, just because it's got the word fryer in, it's not unhealthy. This can be a really healthy way of cooking. So definitely have a look into it. With the double elements as well, it's less hassle with your flipping, your turning, whatever. And it's such a compact size that it does cut down on cooking time. I mean, for example, sausages in the air fryer, they take like, what, 12 minutes? In an oven, they can be in there 20, 30 minutes. So it is worth considering. And now you've got this absolute beauty for your larger families. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And like I say, we could get a joint of meat in there as well, which you don't have to, oh, I can't get too big because of the air fryer. Whatever. Right, I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing now. So yeah, if you want to follow along the recipe, that's what we're going to do now. Okay, so here are going to be my ingredients for our soup. We've got a pumpkin, a couple of parsnips, sweet potatoes, some carrots, an onion, a red pepper, and the spices I'm going to be using are mild curry powder, some nutmeg, ground coriander. I've got a vegetable stock cube and a bit of double cream to finish off. I'm going to get all these chopped and prepped, and I'll show you them when I've chopped them and stuff, and see what I do next. All of my veg is peeled now. I did forget to mention as well, I am going to pop in 3 cloves of garlic. All I am going to do is roughly chop it. There is no method in this at all. I'm just giving it a good... This is my pumpkin, by the way. So I've not got a huge amount because it's only myself and the kids. There's no point doing a huge amount. I will make some to freeze, but we have quite a full freezer, so I can't, and I don't want to be eating soup every day this week. So it's quite a lot of pumpkin actually, isn't it? I suppose it doesn't seem a lot because of the size of the pumpkin I had. We went pumpkin picking the other day and we got 3 quite large pumpkins. So that is my pumpkin chopped. Oh, there's a bit more here that I got off the edges as well. Again, parsnips, just really... Parsnips can be a bit woody, so I am going to cut those a bit smaller. I think some people do take the middle out of the parsnip, don't they? I never have. And we normally roast them quite pretty whole, to be fair. Carrots. Real rough chop again. And sweet potato. We eat a lot of sweet potato in this house. If we have mash, I always put some sweet potato in instead of just ordinary potato. Sundays we have it roasted as well. And an onion. I have also got a red pepper. Just because, I don't know if anyone's guessed it yet, but we are actually going to be roasting the veg. Because I don't know about you, but the taste of roasted veg is yum. Now, I would have put another red pepper in, but I've only got one in the fridge. So, and then obviously, like I say, I do have 3 cloves of garlic there too. All I am going to do down here, I have got the tray. Giving it a few squirts of olive oil. I'm going to bring this here, and I'm just going to throw all of this. So that's all in there now. I have, for some reason, it stopped filming. So I did add 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/2 teaspoon of ground coriander, and a teaspoon of mild curry powder. When I put the garlic in also, I squashed the clove. So I put the clove down and just squashed it with the knife just to release the garlicky goodness. And I did drizzle a bit of olive oil. I am now going to put this in the air fryer. Let's take a look. Okay, so here is everything. So I've put that in. You'll notice I've taken the crisper trays out. So obviously I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to use Grand Zone and I'm going to roast. So this is telling me roast is 190, 30 minutes. We're not going to need 30 minutes. I'm going to do 12 and then we'll do a check. Okay, so dual zone, roast 190 for 12 minutes. And we're going to press. I did up the temperature to 200. I did that when I turned it on because I had one of those actually moments. So we've got 48 seconds left. It's looking good. Now let's just, I think I am going to give it a bit longer. Yeah. I'm going to push that back in and I'm going to give it another 10 minutes, okay? Okay, 10 seconds left. Nigel's obviously excited about something. Let's see what sound it makes when it's finished. Ooh, it says cool. And it gives you that audible beep. Okay, so here we have all the veggies roasted and good to go. I've got here 500 ml of veggie stock cube. So I'm going to put some of this into here, bit of this, and blend it up. Let's have a look, see how this goes. Okay, so I've just put the rest of the veg in there. As you can see, I have got some already blended down the bottom. I'm just going to put in the other half of the liquid. I'm going to pop on the lid and go again. Here is our autumnal, easy for me to say, soup. Now, literally, we just roasted it in the cosori. I think I'd have to go back and check times, but I want to say it was probably about 20 minutes on 200 on roast. And now what I am going to do...
What's she going to do?
What am I going to do? I'm going to get a little bit of this. And I'm just going to add a little bit of cream. Because you've got to have a bit of cream on soup, yeah?
No.
Especially homemade. So I'm going to have a try.
Did you even get any cream?
Oh, it's so tasty. And it's so festive and...
Festive?
Like autumnal. George, you're going to have a try. Come on. Grab yourself a spoon if you want.
No, it's fine.
Oh, sugar. Oh, yeah. Okay, George. Come on then. Oh, that's good. Next recipe incoming. For this, hot dog sausages, short crust pastry. Let's see what we're going to whip up. You will see what we're going to do with this. Oh, so that will give you an idea of your preference as well. Okay, so I did go through and I made my strands a bit thinner, just so we get the proper mummified idea. I've laid 2 out, put some a slice of cheese slice on top and my hot dog sausage on top of the cheese slice. Now I'm just going to roll around the hot dog. Going to give it a little gap so it can see what's happening to it. It's a bit cruel, isn't it? Oh dear. And then just pick it up and just go way around it. Okay, I'll just do another little one for you. Literally, just make it up as you go along. Now, I'm just going to do a couple with the cheese. I'm going to do a couple without the cheese. And I've also got another little thing to show you. This time I'm just going to do one without cheese. Okay, so got my spiders and my mummies. I've only done 2 cheese because the boys are probably like that, but Emily doesn't like this fake cheese, I call it. Which I make her right, to be fair. It's not the nicest, is it? And it's full of rubbish, I guess. Right, let's turn that one over the wrong way. I'm just going to give this, just so it gets a nice shine. You could just melt a bit of butter if you didn't want to waste an egg. Right, let's take these over to the cosori. Okay, so my scary sausages are in the air fryer waiting to go in. So I'm going to lift this in. Can I do it with one arm? Yes, I think I can. Okay, so as you can see, I have got the divider in. I've got both crisper trays in. So I'm going to pop those in now. They are in. I am going to turn this on. Now I am going to use match. So I'm going to match them because they're both the same. So I want them on both exactly the same temperatures and times. So I'm going to take them down to 190, I think. And I think I'm going to take the temperature right down to 8 minutes to start with, just so we can give them a check. So we're syncing that. So zone 1 and zone 2, both drawers, both areas are going to be cooking at 190 for 8 minutes. It's as simple as that to set it up. It's Tracy proof. Right, so now we're just going to press play. And it's on. Okay, time is up. Let's have a look. Here you are. Mummies and spiders. Right, let's get them out and plate them up. Okay, so here they are. Here are obviously the mummies. And the spiders are here. You see how the legs have opened up? And there's the finger. The witch's finger. Okay, what I am going to try and do is use a fork and just give the mummies some eyes. Mustard would probably be better. Our kids don't like mustard. You can probably get fake, like edible eyes as well. And same with the spider. Let's just give them 2 eyes. Or they could be any other made up creature you want them to be. And then this obviously needs a bit of blood, doesn't it? The finger. So yes, these are our Halloween treats. What I'm probably going to do, I'll get the kiddies from school. It'll only be Emily and James because George finishes a bit later. I'm going to get them about now, so I'll run up, get them, and they can be my taste testers. Okay, next up, we are going to make some pumpkin muffins. Okay, so what we are using is we have got 220 grams of plain flour. We have got over in the corner, on there is 1 teaspoon of baking soda or baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of ginger, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We also have here 120 ml of olive oil. It said vegetable oil, but I don't use vegetable oil, so I'm using olive oil. And behind there is also 60 ml of, what's that stuff called? Milk. Oh my goodness me. We've also got 100 grams of white flour, sugar, and 100 grams of brown sugar. You can use light or dark, depends what you got in. This is the egg I used for the glaze for the mummies and the spiders. So I'm going to use that so it's not wasted. We have another egg, so it's 2 eggs in total. And then here we have got some pumpkin purees, 340 grams. The recipe said tinned pumpkin puree, but I've made it. I've literally just steamed some pumpkin and blitzed it to a puree. So let's get cracking. Okay, this is really straightforward, guys. With your flour, add in your cinnamon, ginger, baking powder, and salt. Pop all that in there. Give it a little whisk around so it's all incorporated. It acts as a bit of a sieve as well when you whisk. As you see, it gets all the lumps out. Little tip there for you, so if you get sieving, just give everything a little whisk before you add your wet stuff. Oh my goodness, do you know what? That already smells amazing. Okay, and in my next bowl, I'm going to put the olive oil. I'm going to put the milk, the pumpkin puree, the egg, and the sugar. Okay, just having a quick look around, make sure I've got it all. And then I'm going to whisk these as well, just to combine them all. And that smells nice as well because of that brown sugar. Oh, it makes me think of Christmas cakes. Ooh, Christmas cakes. I've normally made mine already by now, actually. Mind you, it's just us, isn't it? Just pointless, really. Kids don't like it. I'm sure they don't like it. I can never remember. Quite well integrated now. And now I'm just going to fold some of the wet into the dry. I'm only doing it in stages just so it doesn't get so full and messy, and I'm quite clumsy. So I don't spill too much. And just to make sure we've got it all incorporated nice and evenly. It always reminds me of baking with my nan when I fold things in, because she was a proper old style cook baker. I think that's good to get the rest of that in. Am I going to tell the kids these are pumpkin? Not at first, no. Because if I tell them it's a pumpkin muffin, I don't know, they might be a bit like, I'm not eating pumpkin in a cake. Okay, as you can see, that is all incorporated now. It is quite a loose batter. So I'm going to use a jug, I think, to pour my mixture in. I did get some spooky, how cool are they? Spooky little, they are cupcake cases, so they're not going to be huge muffins, but they actually fit quite nicely in this muffin tin. Okay, so my 8 spooky cupcake cases, it's not very easy to say, are in. I'm going to tip a bit of this. Okay, so I have poured some of the liquid into here. The beauty of an air fryer, I don't need to preheat it. That's the beauty of the dual blaze twin fry. Okay, they're fairly evenly filled. Okay, so I've just put these in. I've taken the crisper trays out and the divider out, so I'm just using the ground zone area. So let's get these closed. Do you know what else was nice, guys? This muffin tray doesn't fit in any of my other air fryers. So I've not had to go out and get a specific muffin tray. This is one that I could only use in my oven. So that's a massive bonus. Okay, so they are in. I'm going to be using the grand zone. I'm going to turn it to bake. I am going to turn it up a little bit to 175. And I am going to give these, to start with, 15 minutes. It's quite a loose batter, so I am going to give it a little bit longer to start than I normally would, sort of normal fairy cakes. And I'm just going to press play. Ta-da! Okay, sorry guys, I missed the timer. I've been in already. I have checked them. I went into automatic mode for baking. And, yeah, whoops. They are clean. They are ready. So let's go and get them over to the counter. Right, slight interruption to the video, guys, I'm afraid, but this happened. George. So I had to stop filming last night. Just as I got the cupcakes out the air fryer, George had a doctor's appointment to check on his arm because he injured it on Friday boxing. And they wanted me to take him to A&E. So we did that. Luckily, it's not fractured. They think nerve damage. But we've got our muffins to show you. Come on. So these are the muffins we made last night in the cosori. We cooked these in the grand zone. But, so here they are. And they look yummy. I'm not going to lie to you. I have eaten one last night when I got in because I was starving.
Was they good?
Yes. So the kids are quickly going to decorate a couple for you. So do you want to... the plan was cream cheese topping, but like I say, George happened. So, go on then, guys.
Can't believe that happened.
They've got some eyeballs as well and some, like, the edible paper. So they're just going to spoon it on. I'll let them crack on.
You mean walk on?
Pardon?
Walk on.
What did you say? You mean rock on?
Yeah.
And here
Off a cake.
they are. Look at those. Don't they look amazing? So there's a famous saying. The proof's in the pudding. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Taste test time. Come on then. Let's get one tried.
Here's my one. Okay.
I want to try mummies.
My favourite one.
So George, you've made one, haven't you?
I want to try.
George made a Falklands one. He found loads of penguin
No,
sweets.
my
Yeah,
finger
it's
fell
penguins.
off. My
There you go.
finger.
Your finger
just
fell
try
off.
it.
That
Brilliant.
is mine.
And where's your one, Ems? Oh, Ems is full.
Right.
Oh, do you want to see mine? This is my favourite one, a witch.
Is that a witchy one? Right, come
Wait,
on
wait.
then. George is just biting the top off. What do you think then, Ems? Gosh, it's made them very quiet, hasn't it? Come on then, James. Let's have a taste quickly. So,
Really good.
what do you think's in them?
Look.
Anything you taste that you recognise?
What do you call it? Cinnamon?
Cinnamon, yes, well done.
Gingerbread?
Ginger, there is actually, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Is that all the ingredients?
George, anything you think might be in them? Come up with cinnamon and ginger. Ginger, yeah. Do you know what's actually in them, guys? Pumpkin.
What?
They're pumpkin muffins. With cinnamon and ginger. I told you, didn't I? As soon as I told them there's pumpkin in them, they'll be like, eh?
What?
But yeah, give them a go, jazz them up, do what you want with them. Like I say, we was going to do a traditional cream cheese filling. Right, I'm going to give one a go. I had it on its own before with nothing on it. I'm going to do it the American way.
That's what I did.
Apparently Americans, when they have a cupcake, they break it in half this way. And then they like make a sandwich so you don't get icing all around your mouth. So to me, I'm looking at Emily, sorry. They are really close to carrot cake.
That's what I was thinking.
So there you go. If you like carrot cake, you're going to like these.
I just couldn't think.
Yeah, it does
It
taste
tastes similar.
really, really similar to carrot cake.
The ones we had in
Give them a
Cyprus.
go. What did I put them in the... I made these yesterday. Like I say, we had that incident. 15 minutes, I think it was. And yeah, they have got different levels, but it was a bit strange that it was plain flour, not self-raising flour. I don't know if that's got anything to do with it. But try them, honestly. And all I did was steam the pumpkin and blitzed it in the blender. So give them a go. Check out the Cosori. Cosori have actually got a deal on. I think it's 28% off, I want to say, in the next couple of days. There will be links below. Ben should hopefully have put the links below with a discount code, or just follow the link. But honestly, well done, Cosori. Thank you for letting us showcase your fantastic air fryer. And yeah, if it wasn't any good, we wouldn't do it. So yeah, get some pumpkin. When you're carving with your kids, keep the inner and get bacon. See, like and subscribe.